If you are a science, technology, engineering, or math professional building a life in the United States, your immigration journey is rarely just about paperwork. It's about career timing, family stability, and the ability to keep doing the work you trained for, often under deadlines you did not choose. For many, the system feels less like a meritocracy and more like playing the slots at Las Vegas. From the shifting rules of the H-1B lottery to new wage-weighted selection processes, the landscape is changing fast. But while some doors are closing, others are quietly opening for those who know where to look. In this two-part series, we will cover 4 critical stories, from a STEM success story that beat the odds to the economic data that could define your future. But today, we will break down the first 2, how top talent is pivoting away from the lottery, and what the massive new wage-weighted rules mean for your career. Which brings us to the big question we will answer by the end of this video. When the standard path stops working and the casino odds turn against you, is there a way to stop gambling with your future and finally take control of your immigration destiny?
Before we dive into the investigation, make sure you don't miss a single update that could impact your status. Hit that like button and subscribe to our channel right now for the latest legal insights and breaking immigration news. We want to hear from you in the comments below. For those of you currently navigating the system, does your visa process feel like a fair evaluation of your skills, or does it feel more like a game of luck? Let us know your experience.
The 01 pivot, beating the lottery odds. Our first investigation takes us into the high-stakes world of artificial intelligence. Meet Tanush Sharanarthi, a graduate from Bangalore, India, who earned his master's degree in information systems and AI at Johns Hopkins University. Like many international graduates, Tanush followed the standard playbook: an F1 student visa, followed by optional practical training, or OPT, which grants temporary work authorization. But then he hit what many call a career cliff. Each year, 85,000 H-1B specialty occupation visas are available, but demand consistently crushes that supply. To manage this, USCIS uses a lottery system. For 3 consecutive years, Tanush's employers filed for his H-1B, and for 3 consecutive years, he wasn't selected. He described the experience as playing the slots at Las Vegas, winning occasionally, but losing most of the time, with zero control over the outcome. Instead of folding, Tanush pivoted. He researched the 01 visa, a category for individuals of extraordinary ability. He realized his routine work, peer-reviewed papers, open-source contributions, and judging hackathons actually proved he was at the top of his field. He filed in late August, using premium processing. 12 days later, he wasn't just a lottery number. He was approved. As Tanush himself put it, "I wasn't doing work solely for a visa. My focus has always been on my field, AI and software engineering." We asked attorney Chris M. Ingram what a STEM graduate should do when the standard path stops working. Start building options before you feel trapped, because immigration is not just a form, it's a timeline. If you continue to make real, documented contributions in your field, you can build a stronger case for staying long-term, even when one route closes. Here is a question for the engineers and researchers watching. Are you currently documenting your daily work, your papers, projects, and reviews as potential legal evidence? Let us know in the comments. Tanush's story isn't a promise that every case is identical, but it proves one thing. Sometimes the best way to win a lottery is to stop playing it. If you are navigating these complex immigration hurdles, you don't have to do it alone. The right legal guidance can be the difference between a rejection and a breakthrough. Visit breakthroughusa.com right now to start your visa journey. You can book a free consultation with the law offices of Chris M. Ingram and get the clarity you need to move forward with confidence.
The new H-1B wage-weighted rule. For STEM professionals, the biggest immigration news is rarely just a headline. It is the kind of news that fundamentally changes your odds, your timelines, and your ability to keep working without interruption. Our second investigation zooms in on a massive structural shift that is redefining how the United States selects talent. If you are relying on the specialty occupation work visa system, the rules of the game have officially changed. A major development is a final rule that changes how the H-1B lottery is played. Previously, this was a straight lottery, a game of pure chance where a Nobel Prize winner had the same statistical odds as a fresh graduate, but the next lottery will be very different. USCIS is moving to a weighted selection process. The stated goal is to favor the allocation of H-1B visas to higher skilled and higher paid applicants. Let's translate this into plain English. The higher you are paid in your profession, the more the scales will now tilt in your favor. There are typically 4 wage levels for various professions, ranging from level 1 entry-level positions up to level 4. Under this new system, our understanding is that if you are at level 4, a fully experienced senior role, you will have 4 times more chances of selection than someone at level 1. This is highly STEM relevant because it changes how your strategy, your job title, and your compensation interact with immigration planning. A projection by the Penn-Wharton budget model estimates that this rule increases the average compensation of selected applicants by $9,554, pushing the average from roughly $112,000 to nearly $122,000. For some, this improves the odds significantly if the offered wage is higher than the prevailing wage for the occupation. But for others, especially early career researchers or roles in sectors where pay is lower than in private industry, it may create new, formidable challenges. Supporters of the rule argue this is about fairness in the labor market. Daniel Costa and Ron Hira from the Economic Policy Institute noted that this rule is designed to incentivize H-1B employers to pay their migrant worker employees at fairer wage rates that are commensurate with local U.S. wage standards. They argue this results in rewarding employers who recruit higher skilled workers with additional visas, but wages are only half the battle. The second major update concerns the strict timelines you need to track. U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services has announced specific opening and closing times for the CAP registration period. If you are a STEM student on Optional Practical Training, OPT, these dates determine whether your employer can file and when you can switch status. Furthermore, the cost of speed is going up. Premium processing can be the difference between confidence and chaos, especially for avoiding status gaps. However, a federal notice states that effective March 1, 2026, the fee structure changes. The rule is explicit. Requests for premium processing postmarked on or after March 1, 2026, must include the new fee. If your plan relies on faster processing, you must budget for this now. An incorrect fee does not just mean a bill. It can result in rejection or delays. Finally, a major change in immigration appeals is coming. The Department of Justice issued an interim final rule regarding the Board of Immigration Appeals effective March 9, 2026. The rule aims to regulations to streamline administrative appellate review by the Board of Immigration Appeals of decisions by immigration judges, by making review of such decisions on the merits discretionary, by setting appropriate times for briefing in cases that are reviewed on the merits, and by streamlining other aspects of the appellate process to ensure timely adjudications and avoid adding to the already sizable backlog at the board. Additionally, the department is making various technical and non-substantive changes to its regulations. While this does not change visa standards, it signals a broader system-wide emphasis on speed and backlog management. With rules shifting on wages, fees, and appeals simultaneously, we asked attorney Chris M. Ingram, what should STEM professionals do when the rules change mid-plan? Treat immigration like project management, confirm dates, confirm fees, confirm eligibility, and build a backup route. The strongest professionals are not the ones who never face setbacks. They are the ones who stay calm, stay documented, and stay ready. We want to hear from the entry-level engineers and researchers watching. Does this new wage-weighted system feel like a fair way to reward skill, or does it unfairly lock out talent that is just starting to rise? Let us know in the comments. The takeaway is clear. In 2026, details matter. A small filing detail like a wrong form addition or a missed fee deadline is now a life-impacting problem.
At the start of this video, we asked a single, critical question. When the standard path stops working and the casino odds turn against you, is there a way to stop gambling with your future and finally take control of your immigration destiny? The answer, based on what we've uncovered today, is yes, but it requires a fundamental shift in mindset. As we saw in Tanush's story, the hack isn't a secret loophole. It is the decision to stop being a passive applicant in a lottery and start being an active architect of your own case. Whether you are documenting your merit for an O1 visa or navigating the new wage-weighted H1B system, you have to remember, you are not asking for a favor. You are offering an asset. But our investigation is far from over. Having a top-tier salary and a brilliant pivot strategy will not save you if you fall into the administrative traps the government is setting up right now. In our next video, we are going to reveal the hidden policy traps, like exact fee changes, strict form additions, and shrinking safety nets, that are quietly causing massive gaps in work authorization. We will also step back to look at the invisible force driving all these changes, the booming AI innovation economy. You cannot afford to miss it. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you are the first to know when the next part drops. If you are ready to stop gambling and start building, visit breakthroughusa.com right now. Book your free consultation with the law offices of Chris M. Ingram. See you in the next video.